Marcus Harness has gone from strength to strength with the introduction of John Eustace, but what is the reason behind it? Now, John Eustace has made a wide range of changes as manager of Derby County, going from not just the amount of training the players are doing, but also the system and style of play. There's been a lot of changes for Derby, and something which Marcus Harness has taken in his stride. He's not the only one though. There's a lot of players in that dressing room that have certainly stepped up over the course of recent weeks, and are they going to be able to do it heading into the next period of fixtures? Now, obviously for Derby County, they've moved into a 3-5-2 formation, similar to that Paul Warner's played on occasion this season. The big difference is there's been a big focus on getting players in the box and getting the ball up the pitch as quickly as possible, which for me wasn't particularly done right or well under Paul Warne. The main aim was to defend, whereas under John Eustace it's be solid but make chances, and we're certainly doing that at the moment. We're coming into this international break off the back of 3 wins in 3. A brilliant performance from Marcus Harness versus Plymouth Argyle is really what has set my heart alight to this video, because Marcus Harness has been excellent for Derby County in recent weeks, and even stretching back to that Blackburn game just a few weeks ago. And for me, I think what we've seen with Derby County over the course of the last 3-4 games is them really find a way. Middlesbrough was very unlucky not to come away with a point. It was an unfortunate error from Caden Jackson which took that point away from them. But up until that point, Derby County were very much well within the game and well worth a point in that game. And I think if anybody looks back at the game, they will certainly agree. But it was a personal mistake which caused a goal. We then head into Blackburn, get the 2 early goals, and you've just seen since then a complete change in fight, a complete change in mentality, a complete change in what Derby County are trying to do. Now, there was the perfect opportunity for the players like Marcus Harness and Ebo Adams, Matt Clark, Craig Forsyth, all those types of players to down tools after that loss, because Derby County were 7 points from safety and could have found themselves in real trouble. But what actually happened was John Eustace made a change. He changed the formation. He made it so that Derby County could actually express themselves. And that started with a player like Marcus Harness. It started with a player like Harrison Armstrong being able to get on the ball, being able to play the game their way. And I think that's been the perfect thing. If you go to that Blackburn game, if I can find the goals that I recorded from my fan angle, you can see Marcus Harness had a massive impact on both of the goals. First Blackburn, same against Coventry, same for the goals against Plymouth Argyle. And they had a perfect opportunity to down tools in that Plymouth Argyle game and go on and lose that game after dropping a 2-goal lead. But they didn't. And they fought back. Yes, it wasn't pretty in that second half versus Plymouth Argyle. I think we can all agree on that. Obviously, you can let me know your thoughts down below. But it's a very difficult thing that John Eustace has done, is turn this team from disappointment and problems to fight and passion and chances. And that's what's happened. And I'm not saying that we've created the most chances in the league over the course of the last few weeks, but you go to the Blackburn game, 2.23 XG. You go to the Coventry City game, which again, 0.79 XG, but it's more than our opponents. You go to the Plymouth Argyle game, and I think again that's another one, 0.93 XG, but we're there or thereabouts with the opponents. And if you go back to Paul Warne football in that same sort of system, which let's say we go back to Sunderland, right? Derby County, the stats on the board, 0.73 XG, right? And 0.5 of that came in the second half. You'd probably say it came within the last 20 minutes, really, when we brought on Corey Blackett-Taylor for that game. What time did Corey Blackett-Taylor? 58th minute. So the last half an hour, most of our opportunities came in that game. And that is just wasn't good enough. And what John Eustace has done, and what he has to take immense pride, and the team have to take immense pride in, is rebuilding that confidence. Now, despite a ton of injuries, despite a ton of problems for Derby County, they found a way to pick up results. Now, you obviously look at players that haven't been in the starting 11, Mendes Lang, Caden Jackson, Lars Jorgen Selverson, Kmar Roof, all haven't really played, Tom Barkhuizen. And you look at the front two that we've been playing, Jerry Yates and Marcus Harness, it's not really a a tall front line. It's not really a front line that you'd put together with a front two, in my opinion, but it's a front two that ultimately has put in some excellent performances over the last 3 games. You go to Blackburn, both players ranked above 6.5. Jerry Yates picking up an assist. Marcus Harness, realistically, I think both deserved a much better rating for that game, but I think it all then falls down to the amount of possession and control that Blackburn Rovers had. You then go to Coventry City, Marcus Harness 8.5. Jerry Yates not quite on the same level, but was massively important in that game, and you can't underestimate the importance of a player like Jerry Yates, who does all that doggy work that we saw James Collins do last season. We then go into the game against Plymouth, 7.0 for Jerry Yates, 8.9 for Marcus Harness. There's been some unbelievable performances from those two over recent weeks, and that's something that you cannot underestimate. Now, obviously, if we look at the table in the last 5 matches, obviously we know that it's 3 wins in 3. Derby County have scored 7, conceded 5, lost 2 games, collected 9 points, just outside the playoffs on the last 5 games when it comes to form. And if Derby County can, I'm not going to say that they're going to win the next 3 games in a row, but if Derby County can, in my opinion, win 4 of the last, what we got left, 8 games, 9 games, I think it's 8 games. If Derby can win, say, 3 or 4, I think we're safe. I think 9 points, which would take us up to 47, would put us safe. Obviously, right now, that 9 points would put us up to where Preston North End is, but obviously the other teams would have to play and stuff. But it's a very, very interesting run. Over the course of the next few days, I'm going to take a look into the run-in and see what we can predict about that. I'm going to do a video for tomorrow for Derby County's main focuses for that run-in and where we really need to pick up results. A lot of you will know that the home games are going to be pivotal, but there's some away games in there that we could get something as well. You've also then got to look at, I'm going to do a video looking at those other teams in that relegation battle, because with recent results from us, I do believe that it probably now goes up to Pompey in 17th. I do think Pompey will be okay, but we need to take a look at the run-in from 17th all the way down to Plymouth Argyle. You maybe even want to put QPR or Swansea in there, because QPR look on the beach with 1 point in their last 5 games. And for me, you've got to make sure you're in it to win it, and you've got to keep putting results on the board. And by looking at those, not just Derby's games, but then looking into those teams around us, it's going to be very, very interesting to see. I'm also going to do a video looking at the promotion race for those top 3 and who I think is going to come out on top. You can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because it is going to be a very, very interesting one. Now, obviously for Derby County, there's a lot more to come from John Eustace and this Derby County squad, and to do that, they've got to stay in the Championship. But whatever happens, we are Derby County till we die. And we will keep pushing and keep fighting for the Ram, for the badge on the shirt. And that's what we need to see over the course of the next few weeks. I do believe that 48 points would keep Derby County in this division. You can obviously let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button as well to push this video to brand new audiences. And I'll catch you